that tonight's gonna be a good, good night. Woo-hoo.
Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? We are joining in tonight, and I want to say, first of all, thank you. I got the pleasure of being asked to be your host tonight. So, good evening, everyone. Again, welcome to our North American Leadership Academy. I am Dale Goebel. I will be your host this evening. You know, I found out about Rain a while back, and I've been with him for a little while. It's been an amazing ride. And guess what? It is just beginning. Just beginning. So if you've jumped on, please let us know down there in the chat. Leave us a message, where you're from, who you are, all that kind of good stuff. This is first I want to first of all say my prayers and our thoughts and prayers go out to everybody in Florida, because there's going to be a lot of people not being able to join on from Florida and Georgia and North Carolina, Tennessee, those other places where we have partners. My prayers go out to them. And so this leadership training is something we do for the field every week. So if you've been invited as a guest, it's a no pressure way to eavesdrop in, listen to what's going on, see how the business is done, what kind of support you can get, what you'll receive in support from all the leaders around the country, and make a better decision to see if this business is right for you. And as you will learn about the company, our products, the compensation plan, the leadership, and hear some real stories from real people that have been involved with Rain for a little bit. So again, I want to welcome you tonight. And first, I want to kick it off, this program tonight. I want to kick it off to Vernon, one of my longtime friends. And he's also another Texan, but he's up there in the Panhandle. But I'd love to kick it over to training for Vernon to talk about one of our spotlight products, Bend. What an amazing product. So Vernon, over to you. Vernon?
I'm coming in, Dale, right now as we speak. Here we are to discuss one of my favorite products. This is a category creating company, and I'm excited about it. As Dale said, we've been around for a while, and I'm excited about what's going on tonight. And I really thank the leaders for choosing me to be able to present this amazing product to you. We know when we talk about category creators, that means that they're on the move to try to develop the best products for us to be able to share with our partners, as well as the people that don't even know about us yet. And we're so excited about being able to talk to you about seed nutrition. Matter of fact, as I'm talking to you about it, I want to share with you today that seed nutrition basically is 20 to 30 times more potent. The seed is that itself more potent than the vegetable or the fruit that is developed. So we have an awesome opportunity with this product. And like I'm saying, this product, the one that I'm sharing with you today, is one of the products that I am so excited about. I used to referee basketball, high school and college level. And I know that we have some professionals on here that are athletes and that in the major type competitions and have coached people and have participated. And we know that one of the major things is joint pain when you're very active. Of course, you know, I had some defaults when I was refereeing basketball as well, but now I'm in the ministry. And we go along and coincide with Dale as far as praying for all the people down in Florida and all the major tragedies that's going on. So we lift them up. But we're talking about joint pain. And a lot of people experience that throughout life. and it's just a major thing that we experience in our lives. Of course, we have a prior proprietary blend of things that can help inflammation, and it can also build cartilage in your knees or your joints, and then of course supports the tendons as well. You know, so it's important to know that we have an array of products that really make a difference in your life. And it has mine, and I'm sure it's a lot of other people that have been blessed, you know, by utilizing all of the seed nutrition and everything that is done. For some of the key ingredients, as we think about it, you know, I've always understood that glucosamine was a major thing to use as far as supporting healthy joints. And the great thing about our product, this product specifically, is that Ben uh, doesn't use shellfish. And I found out a long time ago that shellfish formulates inflammation. So it's a vegan type product, and it's got flaxseed, which supports fatty acids to support healthy joints. Of course, one of the major factors in a lot of our products is black cumin seed. And when we think about black cumin seed oil, it's a strong antioxidant, and it's great benefits with it. Of course, when we think about the curcumin, it's an ancient herb. When we think about all the herbs and you know and all the herbs that have been introduced in wellness and in order to help us to have healthy joints, you know, it's just a major factor. Of course, we as we think about our colleges. And when I initially started out at basketball and refereeing, you know, I had some healthy cartilage. But as time went on, running up and down those basketball courts, I found out that my joints weren't lasting as long as I wanted them to. But we are excited about the fact that now I, you know, have a lot of things going on. As I told you, I'm in the ministry. I'm not running up and down the basketball field, but in the church, I'm running up and down the aisles and running all over the place, seeking out to help people. And you know, and it just helps a lot to have healthy cartilage, healthy joints, and to be able to move around and to be able to participate in the manner that I do. It's just a major thing. Of course, you know, this was me here about 20 or 30 years ago. I'm not, I'm not just, I don't have that kind of physique right there. But we know that if we have healthy joints and bones, that we can get around a whole lot better. I'm not running up and down the ocean like that right now, but I can remember a time when I did run up and down the courts. And for everybody that knows, hey man, we need help every now and then to keep ourselves going. Of course, when I think about, you know, the symptoms of inflammation and knowing that inflammation is a major part in illness and joints and hurting. And as you can see right there, you know, that's something that's going on, not just with us older guys, but some of the young people have joint problems just as well. So that's something that we need to careful. You know, and like I'm saying, there's major athletes and competitors that's on this call tonight that we know that that's really important to you to have healthy cartilage, healthy joints, and be able to do what you do and be well at it. And then it supports also the gene signal. Uh, you know, when we think about antioxidants and the things that help us to become better, or to be more competitive, we need that type of support, and that's what Ben does. And when we think about uh, Rain and where Rain has come from, and we have healthy crew of people that scientifically study all the things that's necessary with seeds, and they all synergistically work together. And it's backed with ingredients that work synergistically to help us maintain healthy joints and be able to compete and do the things that we do. Of course, I'm so thankful to Rain for coming up with all the material that's necessary. As you can see, when I started a few years back, Bill and I and some of us others, we only had one or two products. But as you can see, we have a healthy array of products here that's been developed by a scientific board. And you know, the one thing that I'm excited about is about this is that it was hidden in plain sight all the years that seeds have been on this earth. I mean, ancient. And now all of a sudden we got this right before us. You know, as you can see that Vitality magazine, I've been handing these things out all over the place. Of course, we even have PDFs that has been developed, and I'm excited about having this available. And I just want to thank Rain for providing these things for us. We got the materials. The only thing that we have to do is put forth the effort of getting these materials out. And I'm putting them out. I put one out today, and I went by a copying machine, got it, and I left one out over there with them people. And yesterday I was in the doctor's office, in the chiropractor's office. I left one there, and Dennis the day before that. So I'm putting this material out here because it's important that people know that health is essential. And everybody I talk to, I know that there's three things that people are looking for. They're looking to feel better, they're looking to look better, and to live longer. And that's what we do with Rain. And I am Rain, and I'm proud of it too. Back to you, Dale.
Vernon, thank you for such a wonderful presentation about the bend. And, you know, I love seeing all the comments in the comment section of everybody who's used the bend. The bend is so phenomenal. I know when I go run or I'm in the hayfield, I am using bend because my joints need it. And I know when I'm using it because it really makes a difference. So guys, we're going to get into our next area of the presentation tonight. And I want to introduce Miss Ann Feinstein. I had the pleasure of meeting her about 3 months ago for the first time in person. And what an icon in the business. She is so full of energy and just go, go, go. And I love the energy she carries because it carries over into this business. And I want to introduce her to go over a little thing we call leverage and how leverage can work for you in this industry and in this business with Rain International. Miss Ann, over to you.
I'm so excited to have a chance to talk with all of you, and hearing Vernon talk about these products. You know, you've got to have great products in order to have a great opportunity. And because so many people, as Vernon was alluding to, are going to bed praying for a health solution, just as many people are going to bed praying for a financial solution. And here at Rain, we have a solution for both. And I'm telling you that one of the beautiful things that I discovered with this profession is being able to build the ultimate lifestyle business. And that comes with a really interesting concept, guys, and that is the concept of leverage, what we talk about in terms of mega trends and what's going on in the world today. People want to be in front of these trends. We're talking about social entrepreneurship, which is about going out there and doing good in the world. You know, it's a wonderful thing when you can go out there and provide solutions for people and do it in a way that helps with a healthy lifestyle, that's helping people with what they're talking about today in terms of a side gig economy. Everybody's got to have a secondary income. I mean, it's just becoming more and more prevalent after what we've been through with the incredible changes that have gone on economically, not just here in the United States, not just here in North America, but around the world. Everybody's looking for additional income. And to be able to provide that in such a dynamic way, with the ability now to use social media marketing, to be able to do the kinds of activities that we're doing tonight, and being able to, latch on to technology so that we can program out from our living rooms, from our home offices, and be able to reach people all over the world. Just today on social media, I've had a chance to talk to people over in Europe and down in South America and over in Southeast Asia and all over the United States, up in Canada. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, the tools and the systematic opportunities that we have here. Now, what happens? It happens because of this side gig economy that people are excited about. People don't want to just be trading time for money any longer. And when I was growing up, it was get a good job, get a good education, get a good education, get a good job, and you'll feel secure. Well, I came out of teaching, and the first week that I was a teacher, we had a strike. And I thought to myself, I just spent, X number of years, put all kinds of money into going to school, getting a good education. And I'm saying, I don't feel so secure, walking into a strike. And then being able to work through becoming a teacher and realizing that, I had more month than money. And I think some of you may know what I'm talking about when you finally discover the fact that you definitely need something else. And you want to be able to set your own hours. You want to be able to choose who you work with. You want to be able to have unlimited income potential and be able to empower others to become successful. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about our profession is that we go out there and do good things for people. And as a result of doing good things and helping families with their health and helping families with their financial situations, things start to change in the world. And things started to change for us and our family. So instead of working 60 to 80 hours a week and decompressing on the weekends, I turned to David and I said, this could really be our future. This could be an opportunity for us to be able to work together, to be able to do the things that we love to do. And we wanted to find something to be able to travel, to be able to enjoy life, to be able to, really look at the things that we wanted to be able to accomplish in our lives and not be stuck, okay, in a desk, in an office, working 60 to 80 hours a week. Love the fact that we can now work in 16 time zones here with Rain, okay, in 40 plus countries. Guys, I can tell you that it opens the world to all of us, whether here in North America, where I saw friends coming on from all different countries around the world. I mean, you're going to have a chance to hear from a guy that's been around the world with Rain probably 6 or 8 times in the last 14 years tonight. And he knows what we're talking about, the excitement of being able to travel the world and to be able to build a business in so many countries and do good things. And we can do that and earn while we're sleeping. I love waking up in the morning and seeing my organization has grown. I love going to bed at night knowing that our teams are going to be up and running and working because of the things that I'm doing to contribute. This is a beautiful thing about what we have here. This social entrepreneurship is what people are looking to do today to create good things in the world. And it doesn't have to be just the super wealthy that get this opportunity. You don't have to be a Mark Cuban or an Oprah or a Bezos or a Rowling to be able to have leverage, okay? To be able to take to work with other people's skills, other people's capabilities, other people's language, other people's locations, other people's, so many different things with time, with buying power, to be able to leverage that into something that is so powerful beyond just what we do alone. So that's the ultimate opportunity, is to be able to leverage ourselves. And gotta tell you guys, you're either leveraging for yourself or you're leveraged for somebody else. Think about it, okay? We don't want to be in a situation where, we're working for somebody else's leverage, somebody else's wealth. We want to be able to create it for ourselves. We want to be on the right side of the equation. So let me give you an example of how this works. Let's say that you put aside 15 hours a week, okay? 15 hours a week, around what you're already doing. It could be in the evenings, on the weekends, spread out over the week. Now, just imagine if you then enroll 2 people and they each have 15 hours. So you've taken your 15 hours and turned it into 45 hours, okay? That's leverage. Imagine what would happen, though, if each of those people then introduced it to 2 other people. Okay, now you've taken your 15 hours and you've turned it into 105 hours. Guys, this is the magic of leverage. And this is the magic of what can happen in creating something on an exponential level. okay, that can go all around the world, as I said, in different time zones, different countries, different languages, different skill sets, buying power, etc. Now, the beautiful thing about what we have here at Rain is that we have 9 ways that you can earn. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this, but I want you to understand the basic principle here. And that is, there's something in the beginning for people who are just getting started. There's something in the middle for people as you're starting to expand your organization, okay? And then there's something at the end to be able to help people who are growing the business in a leadership level. So all along the way, you're participating in these extraordinarily lucrative bonuses. And it starts with customer rewards. I mean, we want customers. We love customers. Okay, I love the fact that the people may join me in the business. Okay, that's terrific. I love it. You can build a business, work together, partner up. But a lot of people are going to be excited about the products. And if they're not interested in the business, then immediately we want to say, hey, everybody needs the kind of product that Vernon was talking about tonight. And we have a beautiful array of products that'll help people in so many different ways. So we have customer rewards. They can actually get onto an auto ship and they can get a really great discount. They can then get Rain rewards and be able to actually earn free product with the rewards that they earn back on every time they have an order. Guys, this is exciting, okay? Not only that, but you also can earn Rain rewards yourself, okay, as a team member and be able to go shopping, okay, in the back office. I love those shopping days with Rain when it's free product because of the rewards that I've earned. Then we get into, as we start to enroll people into the business, we have what we call fast start commissions. The fast start commissions range anywhere from $50 all the way up to $200, depending upon what level somebody comes in at and if they're first level or they're second level. How cool is that? So if you're going out there and you're helping someone start their business, then not only are you going to earn on your first level, but you're also going to earn on your second level as you help them get their business started. So that's called a fast start commission. Now, as you build out your 2 sides, because you need a person on your left leg and your right leg, we build 2 legs, one on your left, one on your right, you become qualified, okay, bonus qualified. And as you build out the volume there and get to partner, you'll earn an extra $100. As you build out the senior partner, you'll earn another $200. So all of those early commissions can help you become profitable very quickly. And then you join into another bonus called our executive global pool. And that's 1% of all the volume around the world. So it doesn't matter whether I'm in the US or I have somebody over in another part of the world, in the UK or over in Italy or over in Southeast Asia, friends of mine that are building the business in other organizations, we all contribute to and enjoy this bonus of the global executive pool. Okay, guys, it's a really cool pool to be part of because as we watch Rain grow, this pool is going to grow and grow and grow. Then, as I mentioned, we have 2 legs, so you're going to earn 10% of the lesser leg, okay, which is called our team commission. And what you're then going to enjoy 7 levels in depth, or 7 generations in depth, I should say, is what we call our generational matching bonus. And you'll actually earn a matching bonus on every person that you bring in 7 generations down. So as you start to grow out your organization, you're going to participate in that bonus. Okay, so guys, I said the beginning, the middle, and then we get into the diamond pool. Okay, the diamonds share a 1.5% of the whole global sales of the company. And that is a very lucrative bonus to be participating in as well. So guys, 9 ways to earn. There are a couple of really exciting new promotions that have just been launched. You'll hear more about that. But we've got exciting things going on here at Rain. And I am so excited by this compensation program, guys, that I know that not only do we have great products, but we have a great way to reward people for doing the right thing. So with that, I'm going to turn it back over to you, Dale.
And thank you for such a great representation of what leverage is. Did y'all hear her? She said 9 different ways of getting paid, possibly from around the world while you're sleeping. Does your job give you that? Guys, wake up. Let's talk. Anyway, guys, thank you again, and so much for the great presentation on leverage. And now I want to go to our part of the show tonight that is about testimonials. We're going to hear from some real people about real testimonies. And we've got a couple people here tonight. The first one's going to be Joe Brandon, and then Mr. Doug Fuschel. And guys, they've got great testimonies. So I don't want to put it off too much longer. I hope I'm doing a good enough job for y'all tonight, guys. I hope you're enjoying it. But first off, to Doug, here we go. Doug, it's on you.
Very good. Well, welcome, Rain World. I'm Master Fuschel, and it's so good to be here to share with you about a business that is just fantastic. So in my life, I've had 50 years of being a professor of martial arts, and I've had great success. I've had the privilege of teaching thousands of people and helping them change and have a better life. So what brought me to Rain? Leverage. Leverage can make a change. Leverage is a force multiplier. So, all you grasshoppers out there, what martial art uses leverage? Okay, the winning answer, judo. Judo is all leverage because it's a force multiplier. Well, in Rain, the leverage is that we get to help others grow their business, and they get to help others, and it's a win-win. It's synergy. Synergy is 1 + 1 = 2.5. And so everybody is out there, and just in the example you just saw, you can only do so much as one person, but you can do a lot more with 5, and you can do more with 20, et cetera, et cetera. So I love the opportunity to work when I want. I love the opportunity to be able to travel and to go to exciting places and win the bonuses that Rain provides so that we can go see and be with great people like what you're meeting here. So bottom line is, leverage is a force multiplier, and it will help change your life and change your wallet. All right, Rain World. Thanks for the time, and over to you, John.
Hello, my name is Joe Brandon. I'm from Amarillo, Texas. I was working for O'Reilly Auto Parts, and the amount of money I was making prior to network marketing was just not cutting it. And I wanted more out of life. The challenge were that I couldn't spend time with my grandkids and travel like I wanted to. Rain came into my life, and it provided a spirit of hope and belief that the things are possible for me and my family, especially with the leveraging system that is in place with the right people, the right products, and the right compensation plan. I am Rain, and thank you. I'm going to turn it over to Dale. Thank you.
Thank you guys very much, Joe and Doug, both for the testimonies. I apologize. I screwed up the order, so that bad is on me. So guys, next we're going to go into the leadership lesson area. And guys, the testimonies are just amazing about this product. But this next gentleman that I'm going to introduce, Mr. Byron Belka. I've known him for quite a while now. And you know, the one thing I really love about Byron is, you know, I grew up in the horse business, cowboy. A man's word and his handshake are everything to me. And this next gentleman, Byron Belka, has lived by every word he has told me they were going to do with this company. And I love that so much because it has been a fresh breath of honesty of building something that is going to be a legacy company. And so I want to have the honor of introducing Mr. Byron Belka.
Hey, well,
Byron?
thank you so much, Dale. And thank you, everybody. I mean, think about this. All of these people that are on this call tonight, it's not like they're getting paid to be here. They're here because they're passionate about what we're doing and they want to make a difference. And I love when people come together and we're all stronger because of it. That's exactly what's going on here. So I want to ask you a question. If we were to be presented with an opportunity and somebody would have said, because when I grew up, I don't know about you, but I was always told, do not get into a stranger's car. Don't go get into a stranger's car. That's not smart. That's not wise. And if I were to come to you and say, hey, I got a business idea for everybody here. How about we get into strangers' cars? and they take us places? Or how about if we sleep in a stranger's house? I mean, if I were to come and present that to you, you would probably say, that is crazy. But if we look at what's happening today, okay, the number one company that taxis people from here to there does not own a car. The number one hotel, or where people stay over, they don't own a hotel. We're talking about Uber, we're talking about Airbnb. These are concepts that people at first did not see. And so when we talk about leading, leaders see something before the rest of people do. It's not like you have to know everything. It's not like you have to be the best at it, but can you see something? Can you be a couple of steps ahead of others and show them that path? It's happened in history time and time and time again. And one of the things that I'll just bring up real quick, if we look at, there are a few certain things in life, right, that we can count on. Death and taxes, that's certain. And here's something else that's certain: change. Change is certain. That is going to happen, whether we like it or not. And so whenever there's change, there's always going to be some opposition. And if you look historically, usually when something comes along that is going to empower, that is going to give power back to the people and the community and change things and is better, at first, guess what? It's ridiculed. It's always ridiculed. And then when it still doesn't go away, it's violently opposed. And then after it's violently opposed, it becomes generally accepted. And I'm telling you, what we're talking about here, the things that you heard tonight about leverage and this concept of seed nutrition and real life people with real story, guys, this is the forefront of where the world is going. We are empowering people. And I mean, if you think about it, we look back and we say, okay, this has happened again and again and again. I mean, here's Henry Ford. And one of the things that I love about Henry Ford is he said, if you would have asked the general population what they wanted, they would have said a better saddle. They would have said a faster horse. They wouldn't have said a vehicle because they didn't know a vehicle could have been better. The masses didn't see it. Henry Ford saw it. And sometimes you have to have those visionaries that see something, and then the world is starting to embrace it. And we're seeing that happen. You know, as Ann talked about the gig economy, we talked about leverage and all of these things, they're coming to our space, but they're not empowering people like we do. And as leaders, we've got to give that vision for maybe some of those people that don't see it yet. They don't see it quite yet. And if we look back even at franchises, when franchises first started in the United States years ago, I mean, do you know that they were violently opposed and ridiculed? First they were ridiculed, then they were violently opposed. Negative press, scam, rip-off. Why would you pay somebody for their recipe in chicken, and every time you cook chicken, you're going to pay somebody else? That's a scam. But what happened is they tried to make it illegal. In fact, it was 11 votes away from being banned in the United States, franchises. And now, if we look at just total American sales, and I bet these numbers have increased, 34% of total North American sales come from franchises. Proven systems. Okay, that's what you're doing. You're not buying a better hamburger. You're buying a better system that's proven. But here we go again. Franchises, they almost didn't make it, but why did they make it? Because they were better. They empowered more people. They gave more back to people. And if we look at what we're doing in our industry, where we're doing hundreds of billions of dollars in goods and services through people-to-people business, as we are empowering, we're giving people that power, and we're leading. And that's exactly what's happening. So, you know, Walmart, if you're in America, you probably know what Walmart Sam Walton is. You know, if you're overseas in other places, you have different, like in Europe, it's Tesco is a big place where you can go and shop. But I love what he said. He said, I would rather run a profitable business in an unconventional industry than an unprofitable business in a conventional industry. And I want you to think about this. You know, I was over in Europe years ago. I mean, the wall came down in '89. I was over there in the early '90s, living in Budapest. And I remember when T-Mobile came in for the first time. They're coming into Hungary. They were coming into Central Europe. They didn't exist there. And what did they have to do? Okay, first they had to spend millions and millions of dollars getting locations and places where you could go get a phone. Then they had to spend millions and millions of dollars to get staff trained and to get all of these things. Then they had to spend how much on advertising? They had spent so much money before they sold one phone. Okay? And in our industry, guess what we do? The exact opposite. When people say, why are you guys in Bosnia? Why are you in all these places around the globe? Do you want me to tell you what the answer is? Because of you. It's leaders, it's people, it's leadership. We follow leaders. When we talk about this leadership portion, we're in every country that we're in today, not because we had to spend millions before we went there, not because we thought it would be just a great market. No, it's all based on leadership, seeing something before the masses see it, understanding it before the masses understand it. And guess what? If we're going to be ridiculed a little bit, guess what? That means we're on the right path. If we're going to be violently opposed sometimes, guess what? We're on the right path. It's happened again and again with strip malls, with mall. I mean, I could tell you story after story after story. And we look historically, we can see that. And it's changing. It's empowering people. That's why getting into somebody else's car is one of the biggest businesses around the globe right now. When you would think that that's insane. How would that ever work? How would staying in somebody's house, somebody else's place, ever work? It's done that at a grand scale. Do you think that that was ridiculed? Do you think that that was violently opposed? Absolutely it was. All right. So the thing that we've got is I always tell myself this, thank heavens I'm not doing what the masses are doing. Thank heavens, I'm not doing it the way, because we know that's not the direction that is going to bless a majority of the people, because we're talking about broken systems, right? So when we look at what we're doing here and being a leader and having leadership, it is having that vision and understanding that this is how traditional and most businesses work. The CEO at the top and management and the workers that do a lot of the work, they don't get a lot of the compensation. And some people say to me, Byron, isn't network marketing the same way? Isn't networking the same way? And I say yes and no, because guess what? Every single one of us is the CEO of our business. And people have even told me, Byron, oh yeah, you like that because you got a big team. It makes sense to you because you're on top. The people at the top make the most money. And you know what my answer is? Exactly right. The people at the top of the business they built is what they get paid on. Everybody starts at the top of their business. You start at the top of your business tonight if you decide to join us. How big of a business do you want to build? And are you going to be able to benefit off of a team and what you help build? Absolutely. Shouldn't you? Or should somebody else take that? Should we give that to somebody else? Or should we say, you're all the CEO and you are going to get paid on the business that you help to generate, but you don't have to do it by yourself, right? We do this together as a team. And so it is similar, but it's not. So as we talked about traditional business and doing things a better way and understanding if we're going to work hard, why don't we work hard at doing something that's going to change our lives and change others? Some people, as I travel around the world, some people don't even make $10,000 a year, but some make $10,000 a year and some make $10 million a year. Everybody has the same 24 hours a day. So what's the difference? I'm going to tell you, here's the difference. Here's the secret. It's the recipe. The recipe is how you spend your time. What you're getting right now as a result, financially or health-wise or any of those things in your life, is based on the recipe that you're making. And if you want a different result, if you're tired of chicken Parmesan, because you're eating it every night, you're tired of steak. I like a steak, but night after night after night would probably get old. Okay. And so if you want something different, you need different ingredients. And you want to know what those ingredients are as leaders? We have to spend our time doing something different. And when we spend our time doing something different, we're putting different ingredients into that recipe that gives us that different result. So we have to change those ingredients if we want a different result. And so if we keep doing the same thing, we're going to keep getting that same result, even if it's frustrating. Like, how do I get ahead? Well, maybe you're not the problem. Because I believe as I travel around the world, I got a lot of hardworking people everywhere I go. They work hard at what they do. They care about their friends and family, their spouses, their kids. They care about their communities. They want things to be better for their posterity's future, their friends, their community's future. That's a common trait everywhere I go. It's the system that's letting them down. It's the fact that we're leading people now to be empowered. And I love it. I love that what we have, the world needs today more than they've ever needed it. And it's leadership. Okay? We don't need more fighting. We don't need more people tearing each other down. We got plenty of that. We don't need more negativity. You want to know what this world needs? More leaders. We need more leaders that are going to step up, do what they need to do to make positive change that can bless others. And that's what Rain is all about. That's what being a true leader is all about. Leaving a situation better than you found it. And that's what I love. Even if somebody does not want to do Rain, when I meet with somebody or I sit down with somebody, I want to leave making sure they feel better about who they are. You know, they hopefully feel good about who I am. But even if they don't see Rain the way I see Rain, I want them to say, I know he believes it. I know he does. Maybe I don't see myself there, but I know he does. And I want them feeling better about themselves. I want them leaving feeling like they've got some energy and they're energized because we had an interaction. Because either what, no matter what, I do care about them and they're still, we're still in this great human race together. And no matter what, I want to try to make somebody's life a little bit easier if I can. And I love that we put a concept together and all we need to do is just show people a better way and test it. Okay? You don't need to take my word for it. The thing I love most about this is you can test it for yourself. You don't know if these systems work for you, try them. Okay? Try it and be consistent. We have 90 days left till the end of this year. Okay? Less than 90 days. Anytime I've ever changed my life, I've focused on something and went on a 90-day run. What are you going to do right now that can make a difference in your history for 2024? Okay? The history book isn't closed on 2024 yet for you, your family, your future. What are you going to do? How are you going to end this year? Because what we do right now, this last 90 days, is going to set things up for 2025. I can't believe I'm even saying that right now, right? But we have a chance to start a new year again. It's crazy, but what a blessing. With all the crazy things that we could focus on and chaos out in the world, I still think this is the best time in the history of the world to be alive. I feel so blessed to be able to do what I do, meet people all around the world, and we can do things because of technology, because of systems, because of leadership that we just couldn't do 100 years ago. It couldn't happen. We couldn't have made the impact that we can make now. And sometimes when people say like, well, Byron, I'm fine. I have to, if I get fired up sometimes, it's because I feel like I don't want to take what I have for granted because I don't feel like it's just an opportunity. I feel like it's a responsibility. And if someone says, well, I don't need any more money. Well, it's not just about money. And if you don't need it, do you know what? There's somebody dying of starvation every 6 seconds. So maybe you don't need it, but somebody else could use it and they don't have the opportunities that we do. So I feel super passionate about what we're doing because it is different. It is better and it will end up winning because it is the better way, just like we've seen in history again and again and again. So my question to you is, do you want to be a part of history or do you want to just read about it? Okay, do you want to be a part of it or do you want to read about it? We're writing history and I choose to be a part of it. And I hope that you do too. And as I kind of end tonight, or at least this leadership section, I love these words from Walt Disney. One time when he was interviewed and he was asked, what's one of his keys to success? And I think this is so true and kind of hits home on kind of what we've been talking about tonight. And he said, when I have a new idea, I ask some of my closest friends, 10 of my friends, what they think. If 9 out of the 10 think it's crazy, I do it every time because I figure 90% of people are going the wrong direction in life anyway. Okay. And look what's happened there. So I just want to thank you for taking some time to be here tonight, and hopefully you leave tonight feeling better than when you came. And you got some inspiration from some people and you see what's happening. You can do this for others. You can lock arms with us because it is not about one person leveraging the other person. It's us using all of our efforts to leverage what we all have together for the greater good. That is what's going on here at Rain. I love what we're doing. And my name is Byron Belka, and I am Rain. Thanks, everybody. Dale, back to you, my friend.
Byron, thank you so very much. So, guys, this is part of the program where I'm supposed to wrap this up in a box and put a big, beautiful bow on it. So I want to start by thanking Mr. Vernon Connor for talking about the bin tonight. And then I want to thank Miss Ann Feinstein for explaining what leverage is in this business. And then we rolled over to Joe and Doug about some wonderful testimonies. And then we got to Byron, which he talked about the systems and the recipe of what Rain really is. So to our associates that are out there, I know this sparked a fire in you. Go talk to people. We've got another opportunity Saturday morning that you can bring somebody back on. And if you're new and it sparked a little bit of a fire in you, get back with that person who invited you because the possibilities are endless and it's up to you. So I love Rain and I am Rain. And thank you everyone for tonight.
Shine bright like a diamond. Find light in the beautiful sea. I chose to be happy. You and I, we're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we'd become one right away. Oh, right away. At first sight, I felt the energy of sun rays. I saw the life inside. So shine bright tonight. You and I, we're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. I so alive. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Shine bright like a diamond. Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright like a diamond. We're beautiful like diamonds in the sky. Palms rise to the universe as we moonshine and Malay. Feel the warmth, we'll never die. We're like diamonds in the sky. You're a shooting star I see, a vision of